So I stopped journaling years ago when I got writer's cramp, and it was so bad that I couldn't find a way around it. And other people would say, you know, you can type, or you can even talk to type, and it's not the same. It's not as organic as when you're just thinking and your hand is just going. And I can't do that anymore, and so I can't journal freely anymore. So I guess I like doing this because I can just talk, and it's a bit like therapy or something, which I'm not in right now, which, you know what, I think is a good thing. I'm not saying it doesn't benefit me, just saying everyone needs a break from that shit sometimes, because I was in talk therapy for like 6 years or something, and I recently decided to take a break, and it's because I felt like I was going nowhere and it was costing money, and nobody should be paying for therapy for fucking 6 years. It was sliding scale, but like I can't actually afford it at the end of the day. And you know, my family was sponsoring me a little, but they can't really either afford it. So I'm not gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna wait till I find someone who specializes in the things I'm going through. Like, and by I say things I'm going through, I mean chronic illness and just like trouble coping with your life such as it is, and losing sight, I suppose, of the things that used to be your identity. I used to really love playing music. I still do, and I stopped for a while a few years ago because I had the brain surgery, and I because I needed the brain surgery, I really couldn't sing. It hurt so much. And so anyway, I stopped for a while, and then I started again, and then I probably just pushed too hard. And I've hurt my shoulders and arms a lot, and both my hands are numb a lot of the time, or partially numb. Still can feel something. So I don't want to make that worse than it is. It's just, it sucks. It really sucks. And I wake up every day with like songs in my head that I want to create, but I don't have the body I used to have where I could just do that. Now it's like I wake up in a lot of pain, and I'm sort of trying to just deal with that, cope with that throughout the day, and then get the things done that I need to do. And right now I feel like there's a million things I need to do that I'm putting off. And it's just regular life stuff. Called to get the wheelchair fixed, but you know, it's 3 feet of snow outside, so how am I going to get anywhere anyways? And just my dog's on special food. I have to call the vet because it's costing so much. She's on chicken and rice. It's so expensive just feeding your dog chicken every day. She eats better than I do, which makes me think I should change how I eat. Something I keep trying to figure out, but easier said than done. I've been relying on my boyfriend to get groceries for me, but this time I wasn't able to. I had to buy them myself, and I bought stuff that, yeah, I don't know. It's like, if I am going to be getting my own groceries and I'm not going to be getting help, then I need to, like, I can't just be like, well, someone else is getting them for me, so I can't be too picky. I need to be picky because I gotta take care of myself. And I don't want to get into the specifics about food right now. This is just a whole thing that upsets me, the way people are with food, and the way people like power trip about how awesome their diets are. And well, a lot of it is very ableist, just let me say that. And I'm drinking coffee. And you know what? I'd actually like to stop drinking coffee, because I notice when I drink coffee in the morning, it wakes me up for a little bit. I feel a little bit better, but it feels like a fake energy. And I think it it still affects me, but maybe I'm just weird, but I think it still affects me by the time I go to bed at night. Um, but I gotta develop some kind of compassion for myself, and I'm struggling, and I don't like to accept the fact that I have these illnesses that are like this debilitating, because I keep trying to tell myself, I don't know, it's like this inner voice, because you've been in survival mode a long time and you're constantly like, I think I have to just fake this and push through this and pretend that I'm not in pain, pretend that I'm a regular person, pretend that I don't feel so dizzy I'm about to pass out, pretend that you know, chronic digestive problems, although I keep thinking maybe there's more I can do. Maybe I haven't figured it out. I don't know. I just wish I could do stuff like with my life again. I've started painting dolls. I've started like reborning, it's called. But, it's a bit of a learning curve. I completed one. It's a fantasy creature. And I'm working on two right now that are real humans. And it's so hard, honestly. It's so hard to get it right. And I have had to remove paint and start over a couple times. And you know what? It hurts my body. It hurts my body. So I can't do it every day. It hurts my body. When I say that, I mean my arms seize up after I'm doing this. It also happens when I play video games, and I just have this, it's just pain, but it's like really distracting fucking pain, and it makes your whole arm like do this basically, and you just can't. It's like a strain to move it, and if you move it, it's like, oh, and it just feels weak. And this is what happens when I just do things with my arms. I walk the dog, I do a few things around the house. Video games, I can't even enjoy them. I need like a special controller. I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm just trying to get into video games. There's nothing else I can do. I can't play guitar. I can't do my art. It's like, I don't know how I'm supposed to get away from this idea that my identity, or the things I like doing with my life, taking care of my plants that look like some are okay, but some look like crap right now. I just wish that there was a way to be happy without feeling like, there it goes, I have to do things with my body. Like, I know lots of people live without the use of their bodies as much as I have. I have a lot of use of my body, and I should be grateful, because look, it looks like a normal body. I get it. It sort of works. Looks like it works. Looks like it should work. And it does, but when you think about what EDS is, or the way it affects me, it's like literally all of my large joints are coming out all the time. All of my ligaments are they just want to fall out of my body. All of my arms and legs they just want to detach from my body. That's how it feels. And I just feel like I have to keep adjusting to get things back into place. And it's like just not a fun existence sometimes. And then on top of that, I'm not coping well with that I have MS and the kind of MS I have. Although they categorized it as relapsing, remitting, it took them a really long time to get there, like a year and a half, and they were saying I had primary progressive MS for a while. And then I got a second opinion, and I actually have relapsing remitting, and it's just the kind of, it's like maybe we let it go for too long because I didn't know what was going on. My doctors assumed, I've got all these other things, so why would I have MS too, I guess? I don't know. So, I'm having trouble accepting it still. I really am, all of it, because other people I know who have MS, they're like, oh, it's no big deal, it doesn't really affect me. I just, I tried those those immunomodulators, and I didn't like them, so I'm just free balling it. Like, I don't understand how you do that, because the way I have it, it's like I get an attack and then it takes a chunk away of my function, and that's gone forever. Like, I might get a little bit back, but I have what the doctor calls souvenirs, where like the tip of my tongue is going to be numb for the rest of my life, and like I've got a wonky eye. I've got two wonky eyes. One's a double vision eye, one's an optic neuritis eye. Neither of them really recovered fully. It's cool. I can still use them, but it's the sensations in my face. Really exhausting. Been like 2 years of it, and just my arms and legs just giving up on me, and like just pain, and like there's a million things I have to do, but I have to clean my house, and it's really hard to just let go of. You just feel like you have to clean your house because it's a disaster, but you can't clean your house right now because you're actually in too much pain. If you tried, you would be in more pain, and these are pain flares, and I mean, I get them every day, so I forget that they're pain flares, but it is like constant inflammation, or it is constant. It just gets worse sometimes, and it's in lots of places, but in terms of using my arms and getting things done, because I got the wheelchair, I can't use it in the house. I'll pick up a dish and it dislocates, my arm, and it hurts. And it's like I can hold everything together, and I can try really hard to like do it ergonomically, least pain as possible, try really hard not to hurt myself, and I can do little spurts of activities at a time, and then I have to take a break, and then I don't know what the fuck to do with myself when I'm taking a break, because I was never one of these people that just sat around. I was one of these people that had to just keep going all the time. So now I have to sit around person, and I can't. When I get my inflammation low enough, I can do little core exercises throughout the day. I can do my exercise bike. I can walk the dog, but I gotta be careful, because I keep overdoing it, walking the dog. Because I like walking the dog, because walking for me is meditative, and even though it hurts, I push through it, and I push through it too much, and that's always been my problem. That's been my problem since I started having chronic pain, or started realizing chronic pain was a serious problem for me. I remember riding my bike, and I hardly rode my bike, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with my legs? I could do this. I think there's an immune component to EDS, because I was fine, coping. Went through grade school, went through high school, went through university, got to the tail end of university. I went through college too. I skipped that somehow. But I was my last year of university, and that was when undergrad. I'm not done university, I don't think. I did graduate, but just a BA. I want to go back. On my list, things I want to do. I still owe money to student loan though. Anyways, what was I saying? Wow. I lost my train of thought. I want to go back to school. Feels like climbing a mountain, like the biggest mountain in existence. Just getting up every day. It really does. I'm bored. It's stupid because I can entertain myself, obviously, but not when I'm in this much pain. Not really. I try, but it's like, it's too long of having just pain all the time. Burning pain. Distracting, burning pain. Muscle pain, too. Make you seize up. I don't know what to do sometimes. I don't know how to cope with it. I don't fucking know. And so here we are. And, you know what? Eventually, hopefully, I'll get back to having a life. Right now, I can't figure it out. All the things I'm interested in taking on seem to always be too physical. And that's like, what do I do? Read? Okay. I mean, I'm just one of those people that needs to be doing things with my hands and with my body. I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a kinesthetic learner. You know, I was good in school, but I need to be hands-on, and I'm not hands-on right now. I'm checked out of life, and it feels like a rut for a long time. And I feel like I do little things here and there to climb out of it, and then it's like I kind of fall back down a bit. And I try to just be happy with the fact that I'm still here, you know, because I feel like I'm being kept alive, like, via artificial means. I think some people probably feel like that more than I do because of how they're being kept alive. But I'm just saying, I had a surgery. It wasn't, you know, we had to fight. Well, we went out of country, paid money, crowdsourced to get my surgery. So I'm blacklisted now by all the doctors in my area because they think I went out of the system, which I did because they wouldn't help me. So I really thought I was going to die. So that's a lot of trauma right there, I guess. So that's a few years ago. But it still follows me because every time I go to a doctor with a new problem, they see me through this lens of, you went outside of the system. You're like a pariah or something now. They don't like me. Yeah, I'm just like up the creek without a paddle, essentially. But I'm still here, and I want to make music, and I want to go back to school. I want to do art, but I'm stuck, and I don't know, and I gotta figure this out. That's that, I guess. Thanks. This is a journal, public journal. Might put it on private. That's what this is right now.